Hello, everyone. My name is Leandro Duarte. I'm starting my presentation. AI, the enabler of intelligent enterprise resource planning systems. So, I'm from Guimarães, north of Portugal. I took a telecommunications and informatics master's degree in University of Minho. Then I started to work as a software engineer. Then I moved to software tester. I'm a passionate product owner, and I'm pretend to be the next product manager of our company. So, what brings me here today? I want to tell our story from nothing to an intelligent ERP, and I want to inspire you, business owner, to have data-driven company mindset, and inspire you, developer, to make this journey and have success at the end of this journey. So we start at Primavera, a company that was born 28 years ago in Portugal. In last year, we merged with another companies in Portugal and Spain, and this year we was merged with Segid, and now we are a group Primavera, a Segid company. So a lot of enterprises. And this is our context. We produce mainly software for small, medium, and enterprises and accounting firms. We produce software for freelancers to medium companies. And as you can see, we have a lot of different companies that were merged recently. We have a lot of products and a lot of data dispersed in very places. So, what are the main goals of our team? We are an AI team, and our goals for one side is help the business manager to increase their productivity and take better decisions based mostly in our intelligent data. The other goal is help our group to take data-driven decisions and know the behavior of our customers. If we know the behavior of our customers, you can create more upselling and cross-selling opportunities, and you can increase our value, and it will be good for our group. So, to achieve that, we have faced some challenges. Nothing as good in all the companies, and these projects have challenges. One of them is that you have multiple configurations in our ERPs. So we have companies from construction with POS in several areas and all with different scenarios and mindsets. We have a lot of companies, and we have numerous of data sources. Some of them in cloud, others on premises, and in multiple schemas, in multiple formats, and it's a lot of data sources. We have also multiple data models. We have accounting, human resources, and so on. We have a very lot of challenges. So, to achieve our goals, and to face this challenge, to create Carbon. And what is Carbon? Carbon is mainly our enterprise data strategy for our business community of products and companies. And it's something that you can buy from a vendor. It's something that you can bring, you can create, and you have to create by your own. And it depends of your company. Depends where you are, your technology, if you have all in cloud, if you have some things on premises, and so on. It's different. If you can apply this Carbon to your company, you have to change some things or very things. It depends of your company. So we create Carbon with a vision that guides our development with a team, a different team for our company, a team with AI mindset, with different knowledge. We have a data factory, is where we collect our data, we ingest, we process, and we create our augmented data to provide to our solutions. We have a reference data model that supports our vision, and we have a reference architecture that supports our data factory. So what are the vision of our Carbon? We want to build software far beyond the basics. Our dream is that the business manager doesn't have to do anything, doesn't have only to supervise a system that it's controlled by yourself, that is self-managed. You have to look to your data, to your dashboards, and know what to do, and the most of the decisions are made by the software. I know it's a dream, but you have to dream high to achieve something. So, to achieve our vision, you have to climb this functional intelligent pyramid. So you need to start in reactive stage. It's where you know, for instance, that you don't have money to pay your debts. You can climb to proactive stage. It's where you know how or why you don't have money. It's something like one of your best customers doesn't pay you and you don't have money. Then you can go to predictive stage. It's where you predict your future based where you are at this moment. You can predict that in 2 months you don't have money because your sales will decrease and your costs will increase in the next 2 months, for instance. And if you know that, you can climb to prescriptive stage. You can prescribe a loan to the business manager to have money in the next 2 months. It's an example of prescriptive stage. And the last one is the utopia of autonomous. It's like an autonomous car applied to your ERP, to your business. The business goes by its own, and you only have to supervise. It's a utopia, but you have to look higher to achieve that. And to achieve our mission and our vision, you need to have data. If you don't have data, you can't do anything, and you can close your AI department. So we have to go for the data, and data is the fuel of your vision and of your Carbon. So you need to have an enterprise data strategy. And you have to go from the traditional company to an intelligent company. We made that through our Carbon factory, but you need to go from business management, sales leads, product usage, partners, data worldwide, and go to business opportunities, augmented reports, and so on. What are our references? We have one of our references is our data model. So we have to look at this model from the bottom to the top. At the bottom, you see all our data that we collect. At the top, you see our smart features that we produce with that data. So at the center, we have the data of our group, our Primavera group. You collect business relationships, business documents, business standards. With that, you create our business data. Our business data, we save that through canonical business models. And one canonical model, it's a schema that you can put all your data of all your applications in one schema. For instance, general ledger for accounting data. You collect data for every product and put them there in one space with a schema. With this business data, with our canonical models, we can apply analytical and AI data and machine learning models to produce our augmented data, our curated data, and with that you can produce features like augmented dashboards, business reporting, and others. We also collect data and create our master model with parties, products, relationships. We create a relationship network, and with that, we can apply graph algorithms, like LinkedIn. If you have a friend of a friend, here you can ask for a customer of your customers, and it's very powerful in your business relationships. On the right side, you can see our worldwide sources. We collect data from instances like Bank Central European, We collect data, exchange rates, commodities prices, and so on. And we create services like data lookup. These services, we can ask for the public information of one company. For instance, the contact, the email address, the phone, and others. On the left side, we have our business partners, like banks, insurance companies. We collect all the features that they sell. We create our service store of that features and create cross-selling opportunities. Like I said before, if you don't have money, I can ask for a loan with a win-win situation, with a discount for you, and I win something with this recommendation. So it's our carbon data model. We have also our carbon architecture. It's where you have all the steps that the data goes from one side to another. We collect data from our multiple sources, like operational data, exporting standards, worldwide services. You collect data through Web API, BHTL, or event sourcing. Depends of if you need data in real time or not. You collect that data and store in our big data store in different compartments, in staging area, business data, master data, and so on. We apply our processors, machine learning, processors like insights, KPIs, anomaly detection, customer analysis, and so on. We serve our data through our feature service, like data catalog service, metrics and insights, AI on demand, and serve to our client apps through explainable dashboards, task automation, and so on. We have also a business analytics area. In this area, we can export our data and try to figure out new features for our clients. And we have business intelligence area. In this area, we create reporting tools for our stakeholders and for us, team, to know what are the features that are used most or not. If the features that we want to invest money because they have a huge demand or not. With this carbon, we create features and capabilities. It's what our clients want, and it's what, at the end of the day, you have to create features and capabilities to our clients. So one of them is augmented dashboard, because most of the time business managers look at the dashboards and doesn't know what is important at that time. They have to find what is the last mile of analytics. They have to know, I look to a dashboard and notice that I have to go to this data. This data is important at this moment of time. So we create our augmented dashboard. In this dashboard, we have metrics like sales volume, cost of personnel, and business metrics. We compare metrics through the last month, the homologous date, and you can compare it through the sector. You can compare your data to your opponents. We have also context insights. In these insights is a small sentence that summarizes what you see on the dashboard, what is relevant. We have data from one of our algorithms, the anomaly detection. In this case, you see the costs, and you see an anomaly, an increase of the costs. And they show you the cause of this increase. You see, for instance, that your water bill increased 50%, and your electricity bill increased 30%. To finish, we have predictive analytics. With data projection and forecasting, you know if you will reach your budget at the end of the year or not. Another feature that we create is business report. This is an email that was sent by an accountant to their clients. This is totally autonomous, and it's one of our products, the ROSE, that creates these services. So we have in the email the name of accountant, the name of client, one small sentence if the accountant can send to their client. They have obligations, normally tax obligations, because in Portugal, I don't know if here is the same, but in Portugal, the first question that the clients make to the accountant is, what are the taxes that I have to pay? And until when I have to pay that taxes. We have business insights, small sentences that summarize our business with predictive analysis, historic analysis, with variation detections, the same that we've seen before, but in a small sentence that summarizes what is relevant through this month. At the end of report, we have our KPIs, our performance KPIs, with you can relate to metrics. For instance, you can relate your personal cost with yourself or others. And we have reference metrics that you know the targets of your metrics, and you could know if you are above or not of the metrics, the KPIs. So, at the end of our journey, or during this journey, with most, I think it's 7 years, I can share with you some of our lessons that I learned through this process. And one of the lessons is that you can buy an AI data strategy from any vendor. Because if you try, it will be very expensive. And if you have 2 or 3 or 4 problems, it costs you a lot of money, and they will sell you different solutions and separately solutions. And if you can, in 2 or 3 years, you have to pay more and it's very, very difficult and expensive to go up with this solution. So you have to do it on your way. You have to create your data strategy and go through your way. Another lesson is when you speak with your dev team, they always said, and you have a problem, they always said, we have no data. It's a common sentence that you hear. And sometimes they are right, because there are no historical data and nothing to do in this case. Other times, it's not accessible, or you have data but it's not ready to consume. So we have to go for it. We have to go, even if you have to go to databases and collect all the data and work with that data. And meanwhile, you can use synthetic data to develop your AI model before you have data. And you can't stop because you don't have data. You have to continue, use synthetic data, and somewhere in the time the data will appear or will be ready to use. Other lesson is like companies sometimes take decisions based on assumptions, because they don't have reliable data sometimes. And even if you have data and go to a stakeholder or CEO to your data, they will say, I have 20 years of expertise. This data is wrong. I know that my business are that way, and this data, I don't like it and is worthless. So we have to create a data-driven mindset. We have to go to that data and the business cases and the explanation in a language that your CEO understands. And with that data and explanation, they will understand you, and in few years, they will ask for the data and will believe in you. The last one, it's the trouble for this AI strategy is complex and twisted sometimes. You have to convince your stakeholders to start this journey in your company. You have to create this different team mindset, and you are working with changing technology, and you have always to learn more and study and study and try, fail, try again, and have success in the next time. So you have to prepare yourself. You have to create your IE vision for your company. We have to discuss with your peers, sometimes with other companies. And when you have that, we have to go until the end and have success at the end of your journey. So this is all for today. I appreciate if you fill this form and send me your feedback. And this is my contacts if you have any questions. And I'm here in this conference. You can talk to me later. So, anyone have any question? Sorry, the mic.
Yes, I'm interested about these augmented dashboards. Is this a dashboard that is fixed, or the end user can just add or remove KPIs and data that you can see?
Normally, we create a dashboard for product. It's fixed, and the user have the fixed dashboard. But sometimes you create a dashboard for roles. If you are an accountant, if you are the manager, if you are a salesperson, the dashboard will change. But normally, it's fixed.
Yeah, normally in the ERP systems, or companies in general have a lot of like data sources that normally are really like sometimes not that standardized or need to be harmonized or standardized. In your solution, somehow in the Grupo Primavera, you work with the data that's already like digested and that you basically produce already the smart dashboard, or you do something previously to prepare the data, just to understand that part.
Okay. I talk about our canonical data. It's like you have to collect that data for our products. We have ingest in our staging area in our data lake, and then transform that in another area with this canonical model. You have one schema for the data, and you have to have a process that transforms the data that come from one product to this canonical model. With that, all on the right side, it's all the same for all the products because the schema is only one. You have to have if you have to add another product to your data, the only part you have to do is the left side. You have to convert the data from the other product in canonical data. All the right it's good and it's ready to work. If you don't have any questions, it was a pleasure, and see you during these days. Thank you.